It's Jordan Tower with JTNEWS. Well, Drake finally talked in detail about the whole back-to-back record, the problem with Meek a few years ago, and he really kind of opened up completely 100% and gave a clear understanding of everything that went down. Now, he said, this all was supposed to start from like me not posting his album or some show I didn't show up to, or I was acting different when he came out of jail. But, you don't do that to someone that was supporting you. Drake is someone that showed up to the Amen video. He did records with him when he didn't have to. And, he's thinking maybe from his mind, from Meek's perspective, it was maybe from an argument he had with Nicki Minaj, maybe, and tried to fire back at Drake and try to take him out. And also thinking everyone's supporting Drake, maybe I should be the one to take him out. So he was thinking when this came out, when Meek started firing at him, right, that Meek was very prepared and 3 months in the making. He also exposed how the Quentin Miller thing came about. Quentin Miller was introduced to him. He heard Quentin Miller's songs and he thought they were good ideas, but they weren't hit records. Drake took the ideas and collaborated with him, and he said this happens often behind the scenes in music. People collab in the studio. You don't think Swiss Beats collaborates with Jay-Z and throws some ideas out there? I mean, making music and creating is a collaborative effort, okay? So he took some songs from Quentin Miller. He didn't take the songs, he took the ideas and wrote them into hit records because he knows how to make a hit record. This goes back to when people say, I passed on that beat that Jay-Z had. You might have had the same beat, but you might not be able to do the same thing Jay-Z can on that beat because you guys you have different minds. So then, so the Quentin Miller thing got exposed by DJ Drama, okay? DJ Drama exposed it there. He said DJ Drama got called by a higher up, to support Meek. He couldn't say no. He let the references go. And Drake said, at this moment, I realized I have to be really careful who I collaborate with in studio and what I allow to leave the studio, because people are out here trying to kill me off and discredit me when I work hard out here. So anyways, he drops Charged Up. He said he dropped this just to feel the temperature out there because he was thinking how he thinks. He thinks very calculated, pre-planned. He was thinking Meek was prepared for this beef. He knows he's battled before. He was thinking he had people lined up to collaborate and just like try to destroy Drake. So Drake was like thinking calculated. So he threw something out there. He threw Charged Out a light jab just to see how Meek was going to respond. When Meek did not respond, he knew that Meek wasn't prepared. So he realized it was an emotional jab on Twitter. He was taking jabs at him on Twitter from emotion. It wasn't from a calculated stance where, I'm going to take him out and take his spot. So then he knew he had to retaliate since Meek wasn't prepared. He said someone close to him said, well, if you retaliate, make sure you finish him. Okay, make sure you give him something that he has to hear every day for the next year and just bother him. And 2 years to date, you still got to hear back to back in the club. So he said someone brought a beat in, it sounded good, he sped it up, and that was it. And then they made that club hit back to back. And he said he made a point on that record to not disrespect Nicki Minaj, but to uplift her. Not to downgrade her, but to upgrade her in the song. And I really respect that because, you often see in rap, it just goes completely left. Everyone gets disrespected and friendships get tarnished. When Drake has a friendship with Nicki Minaj from the beginning of his career at Young Money. And then he was asked, they did the comparison. Jay-Z and Nas had a lot of disrespectful things about each other, and they're friends now. Can that happen down the future with Meek? He said, honestly, no, because the respect isn't there for Meek. I have respect for Ross because Ross was there for me in the beginning of my career, and it comes from a different place. Jay-Z and Nas probably had a mutual respect for each other coming up, so they were able to get past those problems. But with Meek, I flew in to do the Amen video. I gave him a verse for his first album. I gave him a verse for his next album. I was always there for Meek, championing him as a big bro. So for him to disrespect me and flip on me and try to take me out, it's just different. I lost all respect, and he can do him, I do me, and there's no reason to keep going through this because it's negative. And he said, I know this took an emotional toll on him and a toll, but it also took a toll on me because, I'm watching people celebrate to a song that preaches basically, it's just negativity. It's a negative thing. It's hurting someone else's career. It's downgrading someone else. So, he really exposed everything on that, and I will get to the other parts of this interview. I'll link the interview below too, and I'll give you my perspective. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I will keep delivering news, and Rec and I are gonna have a live conversation about this around 5:30 to 7, somewhere in there, live here on this channel. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, and have a great day.
Jordan Tower Films. Jordan Tower Film.